Hey, this is my first time doing a video vlog as what people call it. This blog is going to be catered to the incidents, the riots that's happening in Baltimore, and I would like to talk to it and tell you what I feel and what I think about the riots that is in Baltimore. But also, I'm going to do more than just vlogs. I'm going to also going to incorporate. I will do stuff like I will tell you my stories that I make and other things that I come up with. But also, I want to, I will touch on certain bases and I will talk about other issues that's affecting the community. Like this, for instance, I want to do this vlog about Baltimore. Okay. What I feel about the riot that is in Baltimore, that happened in Baltimore, is that a lot of the people, a lot of black people, a lot of us as black people, we are angry, we are frustrated with this going on, and how the law enforcement, which are the police officers, are getting away with killing black men, black women, and the black babies. We're tired of that. We're angry. They get away with it. They go off freely, hally-dolly, and just go off in the streets and do the same thing over and over again, and they don't get charged, and they don't get the book thrown at them, the keys thrown at them, like, you need to go to jail because this was an innocent man that you just killed or you just beaten to death. We're very angry and frustrated with these incidents that are happening. This is very upsetting. This is sad. Racism did not go anywhere. It did not go away. I remember back when I was in high school. I don't like talking about high school though, but I do because sometimes I linger on things in the past because it's kind of hard to let everything go from the past for me, for instance. But I'm trying my best. I'm just keeping in the beam. But I remember when I was in high school, my sophomore year. This was English class. My English teacher asked me, as a black person, do you think it's hard, something in that category? Do you think it's hard for you doing, is it hard for you as a black woman or something? And I said, yeah, it is hard and stuff. And then some way down the line, I went to a predominantly white school. It's an all-girls school, and it was Catholic. And I said, this school is racist. And then everybody came against me because I shake up people, like the earthquake in Haiti. I just be shaking these people up. So the girl came at me, and everybody just came at me and said, oh no, it's just your attitude, and we're not getting the water hose blown on us, and they're not letting dogs out at us, and they're not doing all of that stuff. And I'm like, still? And looks now, and it's like 3 years later after that conversation that I had in school, and look, they're rioting in Baltimore. Ferguson was protesting. So what really changed? Nothing really changed but the date on the calendar, like my mom says. So this to me is like racism is not over. It's still going on, and its proof is right in the pudding. The elephant just stepped in the door. Look what they're doing in Baltimore. Look what they did in Ferguson. They lynched a man in Mississippi. They killed a girl in Detroit, a 7-year-old girl. They blown the brains out of Rashida McBride. Nothing really changed. So racism still exists. If something happening to me tomorrow, it's always going to be here until the end of time. And we have to deal with that. It's like, it's really, bothering, but that's it's a sensitive topic to talk about, but that's racism. So another thing that I want to leave you off with, I'm from Philly. So last Thursday Philly had a protest with the incidents that happened in Baltimore and so forth, that paralleling with Ferguson, with Michael Brown and Eric Garner in Staten Island, and Trayvon Martin in Florida. People in Philly had a protest. It was Philly is Baltimore. So I remember just watching it and stuff on the news, and I was sitting next to my grandfather. My grandfather is a Tuskegee Airman. He's 90 years old. I was sitting next to him, and he was just telling me that He said most police officers that are out there, they are mean. They're not nice. And I was just listening to him, and he told me a story. He said when I was 20 years old, I got pulled over by the police officer because I had a new Cadillac. And they pulled me over and they said, if you don't get out this car, you know what, nigga, we gonna beat you to death. And you're gonna be dying right up in the hospital. And you go now, it's like 70 years later, and today this stuff still's going on. So nothing really changed. Racism is not going anywhere. Proof is in the pudding. Stop acting like we sunshine and lollipops and we all getting along here. No, we're not getting along. Because long as you have this ignorance, long as you have stereotypes out here, long as you have all these other issues and ignorance, and it's not going to go away. That's it. Comment below if you feel what I'm talking about, because I always get people shaken up. This is your girl. I'm sorry I didn't tell you in the beginning, but this is your girl Avia. Leave a comment and subscribe. Thank you.